What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like the video if you agree, because this is a big one. One of the biggest YouTubers in the world, as Social Blade tells me here, the 23rd biggest, Dhar Mann, whose catchphrase is, "We're not just telling stories, we're changing lives." If you don't know who Dhar Mann is, you've probably stumbled across his channel. Really weird, cringy videos.
What do you think you're doing?
Ow! Jesse, you're hurting me!
Stop your whining. You have coloring books for this. Why would you make a mess? You are getting a spanking.
Other hits from Dhar Mann include husband cheats on Valentine's Day, boy rejected in front of school, girl shamed for dark under eyes. I mean, he is banging out videos almost daily, produced, like highly produced acting videos with these actors who are building this channel and just doing their job based on these shitty scripts that Dhar Mann and his team are writing. It is just a complete and utter content farm. Cool teens make fun of boy dancer. Mum leaves newborn on the doorstep. Drug addict kidnaps a 5-year-old. There is no end to content for Dhar Mann. You know, let's read the description. What does Dhar Mann say for himself? "Hi, I'm Dhar. I'm a mission-driven entrepreneur and filmmaker focused on ideas that have a massive positive impact on the world. The videos I create have resonated with so many that now over 96 million people follow me on social media and are part of my hashtag Dhar Mann fam. My team and I at Dhar Mann Studios have created hundreds of videos about life, business and relationships that have been viewed over 44 billion times. Drawing from my own personal experiences of success and failure, I strive to create powerful messages that resonate with global audiences. My mission for creating content is simple. We're not just telling stories, we're changing lives." Your own personal experience, hey, Dhar Mann? I mean, evil nun kicks out bad teen. Is that based on you as a child? Evil grandma takes kids from parents. Babysitter loses the 5-month-old baby. But you can tell what his message is. Spreading positivity, love. It's not about the views. It's about the stories and changing lives. Which, for pessimistic fucks like me, I don't buy. He's churning out videos like this, produced videos, and getting millions of views. This just seems like a massive business. He is making a shit ton of money. So when this story breaks that the actors, you know, who built up Dhar Mann to what it is, the successful algorithm farm that it is, they have gone on strike. Apparently Dhar Mann is an awful boss, mistreats his employees, and most of all, doesn't pay them like enough at all. Barely get paid enough to pay for rent. Dhar Mann actors strike drama explained as YouTuber faces cancellation. YouTube sensation Dhar Mann is coming under fire for underpaying his employees. Several actors working under his studio recently took to TikTok to reveal that they were protesting against the working conditions. This comes after they were refused a meeting with Dhar Mann and after his management fired people who questioned him. These comments are hilarious. Imagine being harassed non-stop online and made fun of because of acting in a Dhar Mann video and you barely get paid enough to pay rent. Crazy that Dhar Mann's whole career is about morals when he's really one of the most moralless individuals out there. So we have a video from, if you guys are Dhar Mann fans, one of the OG actors. You can see him in Dhar Mann videos. Let's have a look at what he had to say.
As an actor at Dhar Mann Studios, I am just a contract player. I have no employment there. I am just sort of called every now and then, as are all the other actors. And it just is not sustainable. And there are a lot of issues at hand here, but one of the main issues is that not a single actor that works at Dhar Mann Studios can afford rent.
I mean, what the fuck? They're working for a channel that generates over 200 million views a month, more than like any TV show, consistently churning out 200 million hits a month. One of the OG actors is coming out saying he can barely afford rent. They're not even getting living wage under Dhar Mann, allegedly. And because they're contractors, there's no they can't union up. There's no union, so this is their only option to try and get a pay raise, even though, and we'll see later, apparently Dhar Mann fired anyone who dared to speak up against him. But let's keep watching what he had to say.
The studio has continued to expand for some time, my entire tenure there. When I first started, we shot everything, as I've told you guys on lives and things like that. We shot everything in an apartment building downtown, in an apartment, not even the building. Occasionally we would go to the garage of that building, but it was really just all in one apartment. And now there are 3 sound stages in Burbank. But things haven't really gotten better for us. And again, I don't want to go into specifics because it's a kind of a big thing and it's really just between us. But I think that people should be aware of why we are protesting. Everybody feels the same across the board. The trouble is, there's a culture at the studio of if you talk, you're out.
That's crazy. It's someone like Dhar Mann runs a ship like that. His videos are all about morals, all about doing the right thing, and it only gets worse. He goes on to explain how all they wanted was a meeting with Dhar Mann. He refused to show up to any of them, and then just straight up refused to give them any meeting.
We sent a letter to him, a hard copy and an email. The email was CC'd to the head of production as well, so that we made sure that Dhar got it, but it was addressed to Dhar. We were contacted, said we could have a meeting to discuss our issues. That meeting was pushed several times, changed on us. When we finally got to the meeting, we had reiterated that we wanted it to be with Dhar. Dhar was not there. And we said, well, we are not going to have the meeting until Dhar is here. You guys can be here, the head of production, the head of HR. That's great. We'd love for you to be there too, so everybody's on the same page. But our meeting is with our boss, the person who signs our contracts, Dhar Mann. Thank you very much. Please get back to us with a time for the next meeting by next Tuesday. Just a time for the meeting, not necessarily the next meeting, but by Tuesday. We said this in person. We reiterated it a few minutes later via an email. End of the week comes and goes. We learned Saturday there will not be a meeting. Meanwhile, a lot of other stuff has happened at the studio. Some not great stuff. Whether it's connected or not, we don't know because no one's talking to us. We were told explicitly that there will not be any meetings and that any issues that we have can be written down and forwarded to HR.
I mean, this is just so gross from someone like Dhar Mann. Gives me flashbacks of Ellen DeGeneres mistreating her workforce. Dhar Mann, same kind of guy, trying to spread positivity, change lives, and then stuff like this comes out about you and as an employer, barely giving the people who made your channel what it is today, the time of day, not hearing them out when they have complaints, and allegedly firing people who bring up any other complaints. I mean, come on, man. This is just disgusting. All the actors that you can see in Dhar Mann's videos have walked out as well. Let's just finish this and then we'll move on to the others and people outside Dhar Mann Studios protesting.
I've loved my time at Dhar Mann, and so much of that has to do with people like you who are watching this little video right now. The goal is to keep going to work, to have a conversation with Dhar, and to keep working at Dhar Mann Studios with the people that I love.
At the end of the day, they just want to work and be treated fairly and compensated fairly for what they do. They have made Dhar Mann an absolute fortune, like more money than you could probably comprehend a month. Like, it's fucking insane how much money they're making. Let's look at the comments on this TikTok anyway. I thought Dhar Mann was all about being good to others, but that's kind of cruel. Yeah. No shit. Is it funny how Dhar Mann made videos about teachers not getting paid enough when he doesn't even pay his own actors? That is what I'm saying. It's ironic because Dhar Mann is always posting how rich he is and yet doesn't pay actors enough. It doesn't flex that hard. I mean, it looks like he has a great lifestyle, don't get me wrong. So after all this controversy, his most recent video has 42,000 dislikes, only 30,000 likes. Colin's TikTok got over 5.6 million views with over 700,000 likes, so it's blown up. We also got more from other actors here.
Colin, what are you protesting?
I just wanted to have a conversation with my boss. I'm protesting the man never talks to anyone, he silently fires people, and he doesn't pay anyone what they're worth.
Because everything that is done in the dark needs to be brought to the light.
Because we can't be taken advantage like this.
Because the man won't even talk to us, and he blatantly ignored us, and then he flew to Aspen when he was supposed to be in a meeting with us.
So as you can see, loads of the actors outside Dhar Mann Studios saying, you know, they seem pretty unanimous that Dhar Mann just ignores them, underpaying them, taking advantage of them, which if they're coming out saying they can't even afford rent, then he's not paying them living wage.
Hey guys, it's Brianni and we're peacefully protesting, and guess what? Dhar Mann called the police. But even the police are on our side.
We are not breaking the law, we are within our rights. They are wrong and they know it, they're afraid of us, so they tried to get us out of here, but the police are on our side.
Apparently they called the police on them. I don't know, you know, there's no footage of the police here, but that's what the actors are saying. And the comments are like gutted that all these actors are getting, like fired or are soon probably to be let go after this protest. They fired Brianna too, bro. She's like one of my faves. He fired Mare and Colin, bro. They were my faves.
For like 4.5 years. I mean, that's more than a college education. So to be treated like I'm not even worth being listened to at all.
But yeah, you can clearly see the actors at Dhar Mann Studios Some of them have been there for over 4 years, not getting paid what they should be getting paid. And also, the boss just clearly just not giving a shit about them, preaching one thing, changing the world, making videos on moral dilemmas, trying to preach this positive message. And when your employees want to speak to you, just ignore them. Just treat them like they should be like contract employees, because you're clearly running an algorithm farm that seems like a ton of work gets put into it, and without your actors, you would be nothing. Literally nothing, and you're mistreating them. It's not like he's even in his own videos. Luckily, I can say I've never really watched Dhar Mann other than to just make fun of it or find it cringe and annoying. However, this is definitely something that needs to be addressed by Dhar Mann. Leave a like if you agree, if you think Dhar Mann is exploiting his workers. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We have loads more content coming your way. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Until next time, fuck off.